Is Jed York a good owner? Whoever wants this one first can take it because it's not an easy question.
I'll take that.
Go for it.
Jed York is a good owner. And I know that's controversial because of some of the decisions he made early, like Kelly Pamsula. But what I've seen from him, and having been in the Navy, I've seen plenty of O1s. I've seen plenty of E6s, like chiefs, petty officers passing for their Chief E7 exam. I've seen them make mistakes early. But what I'm looking for is the ability to admit it, buck up and grow. And I do think that Jed York is capable of that. And when I'm looking for leadership, I'm looking towards the future. And I'm not that unhappy with the Shanahan and Lynch marriage. I love John Lynch. He was my favorite football player growing up besides Shannon Sharp. And I love his mind, his football acumen. So I think Jed York deserves props for that. I feel like Jed York this year became an owner for the first time. And the reason I say that is I really feel that Trey Lance was fueled by him. I think he pushed the idea that we have to have a Mahomes-style quarterback because we all know why. Better than any team in football, we know why.
Yeah.
So I really feel that was Jed York. And I think that maybe he put Kyle Shanahan in a more realistic mindset this year. That basically, okay, you're the guy, but I need results. I strongly feel that Jed York is deciding this is my year to gauge Kyle Shanahan. And that's what I see, at least the way he talks. And how many owners make videos where they will actually address an apology to the fan base? That if you remember the Faithful production team or whatever, a couple of years ago, he said, I'm going to get it right. That's my vow to you. Yeah. I think Shanahan and Lynch, I think last year is the excuse year. I won't hold that against anyone with the injuries except the training staff. But regardless, I think Jed York is a good owner. And I think more importantly, the matriarch of the York family is in his ear at all times. Basically, the wisdom that this franchise has, the years that it has, the pride that it has. I think Walsh's influence is still there. And I think that York is learning as he goes. And I think over the next 5 years, we'll be looking back on this like, yeah, he's a great owner.
That was a fabulous answer.
It was a great answer.
Really good answer.
Very good. I just want to add to it. I definitely would not want to follow that. That was amazing, Sybilla. That was wonderful.
Yep. No, you're really good at adding so far. I love get at it. I know
Thank you. Wow. No, the only thing that I just want to add to it is I also feel like that it helps with Jed because he has the backing of his family and he has relied on his family a whole lot more than I believe that he did earlier. And I know that the York family makes a lot of decisions. And I feel like that's made him a better owner because the York family has all came together. So they make these cohesive decisions and they come together and do that. The next thing that I wanted to piggyback off of what Sybilla said was, I do feel like that Jed has realized his mistakes and the fact that he can own up to them because not every NFL owner would be that humble to be able to do that, to say that they were wrong or to say that they were sorry and that they got it wrong or anything like that. So I have a lot of respect for Jed because regardless of how, things have been botched in the past, I do feel like that even like the present and the future is just going to be fantastic. And he is growing and he is learning things and having the back his family more involved. I think it's also causing him to make better decisions.
Love it.
Great answer.
Yep, and that's exactly what I had too. Is that I would say he's a good owner. He's young and he's growing, but he has showed that he is learning, and I think that's one of the main things that we can ask from him is to realize his mistakes, learn from it, and do better. And he's doing that. But I also think that the next couple years, how he handles having a new young quarterback, a rookie quarterback, a coach that has a losing record, if what happens this year, how he ends up, what he does after that, I think it's going to show a lot about who he is.
Great answer. I think you guys did a very good job of laying out how he's improved. I mean, I think it's fair to say that when he started out, he wasn't a good owner. I mean, he went through how many How many coaches? I mean, he's gone through a lot of coaches, and
Yes.
usually the teams that have good owners are they're characterized by stability, right?
Mhm.
The Steelers, the
Mhm.
Patriots, things like that. So Jed got that wrong, but he was young, and look, he's set up this marriage between Shanahan and Lynch that's supposed to last. He's already given them extensions. He wants to have the stability. He's got the right idea. I think at first he was sort of saying yes to everything Kyle Shanahan did, maybe to a fault, maybe because he was trying to get things right and not get in the way like he may have done with Jim Harbaugh. But as Sybilla so astutely pointed out, something changed this offseason. Something changed this offseason. And it seems, I'm guessing, I think Sybilla's right, that Jed York stood up to Kyle and said, Kyle, I love you. I've given you an extension. I trust you. I'm not going to let you take Mac Jones. I'm not going to let you do. Well, I think that's what happened. I think Jed put his foot down, and if he did, God love him, because John Lynch said that the decision was made the Monday before the draft. They had a press conference that day. I saw Kyle Shanahan that day. He was not in a good mood, while John Lynch was in the best mood. And I just have a life-size picture of Jed York standing up and becoming the owner that he's going to be, and saying, Kyle, I'm putting my foot down here, and it's for the organization. And he was right. So yeah, that's a big step for Jed if he did it. Good call, Sybilla.
I would also like to add something and also thank Jed York for the way that he handled last season with the COVID protocols and all of that. That to me also showed a lot of growth. The way that he I mean, it was rough. There was a lot of things that he had to deal with that were out of the normal last year. So
absolutely, he really came through. He moved the whole team to Arizona.
Absolutely,
yeah, he absolutely,
absolutely.
Yep, yep. Every donates $20. Thank you so much, Ev. You're the greatest. And then there was one more from Randy. Great perspectives, refreshing. More of this. Yeah, 100% agree. We got one more topic. Thank you, Randy.